Good morning, Dr. Silberman. How's the knee?
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Backtrack Cinema. In this video today, we'll be doing a character breakdown of Sarah Connor and her top 5 moments.
You're the one living in a fucking dream, Silverman, because I knew it happened. It happened!
So get some popcorn, get a drink, get comfy, and let's talk Sarah Connor.
You're a terminated fucker.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. This is Backtrack Cinema, where we talk movies from the past that you know and love. And today we're going to be doing our first character breakdown on the channel, Sarah Connor. We're going to talk about Sarah Connor for a bit, her character arc. Now, I'm going to be talking about her just in the first 2 movies. I'm not including Dark Fate into this, because that's an alternate timeline kind of thing. That's the way I look at it. I'm talking about Sarah through T1 and T2, and that's it. That's Sarah Connor to me. She's my absolute favorite female movie character of all time. The best final girl. So let me know in the comments below, before we start, what you think of Sarah Connor. Let me know what your favorite Terminator movie with her is in it. And tell me why you like her. Let's give you a good description of what you think makes her such a great character, because I'd be hard pressed to find anybody who does not think she's a good character, because she's awesome. That's all you have to tell me. She's awesome. And then after, we'll go through my top 5 moments of Sarah Connor, which was a hard list to put together because she has so many great moments. But we look at Sarah Connor in that first movie where she's this young 19-year-old waitress, you know, played up as more like a damsel in distress, going to university or college or something like that, you know, doing what a young girl would be doing, getting her life set for the future and everything like that. Then this event happens where she finds out she's the mother of the future, that she's going to raise this son that's going to lead this resistance against these machines, this artificial intelligence of Skynet that has taken over. So she really has that, she has this glimpse into the future. She actually knows what's going to lie ahead, and her trying to wrap her brain around this. So what's going to happen? She doesn't quite really buy into it yet. She just knows that there's this unstoppable person trying to kill her. And then we got Kyle Reese, who she falls in love with, that which ends up being the father of John, but yet John also sent him back to the past to ensure his own existence, and Skynet sent the Terminator to ensure their own existence. It's kind of, it's a nice paradox that this ties everything up. Like, it's a great loop. That's why the first movie is so good. It's just a great loop, you know what I mean? And you just love that moment at the end where she rides off into the storm, like the sandstorm kind of. That's what it looks like anyway. There's a storm coming. She's making her tape recordings, and, you know, she's thinking of Reese. And that picture Reese had the whole time was actually her thinking of Reese. So it's just so Reese was predetermined to love her. That's why there was this connection in the future. Whenever he looked at that picture, he didn't know why the connection was there, why he had the feelings, because it's all kind of like a predetermined fate, you know what I mean? And like I said before, if she goes from damsel to distress to warrior, like by the end of the movie, you slowly start seeing her do things. You know what I mean? Like when they're getting away from the Terminator after they leave the hotel, she's got the pipe bomb and the lighter and shows Reese. He's like, drive. So she's starting to take initiative. And when he gets shot and, you know, he's just giving up and he's like, leave me, run. And she goes, on your feet, soldier, on your feet. And she just turns into a badass. And then, like, you're terminated, fucker. You know what I mean? Just great stuff. Great little character arc in this. And oh my God, the second movie, man, the way she is in the second movie, like, I just love how she's doing chin-ups. We don't see her yet. And then turns around and goes, hello, Dr. Silberman. How's the knee? Like, this woman just turns into a freaking badass. But she also has this beautiful arc in this movie, because she's lost custody of John. She's in this mental hospital. So John's 10 years old in this movie. So we presume, I think it's somewhere it says she's been locked up for 3 years. And all that she could see was training John, getting him to be this resistance leader. She's having this horrible nightmare. She's psychologically damaged because of what she knows. She's having these dreams all the time of the world, you know, the nuclear blast, and there's nothing she can do about it. So she wants to stop all this. And all she can see is making John into this fighter, but she kind of loses her humanity. She loses that mother side of her. She never really was the mother for John. She was just the warrior for John. That's all she could see. And I love that arc where she goes to kill Dyson and she just can't do it. She puts her hand out and she stops herself. You know what I mean? And then, you know, John comes up and stops her and shows the leader he is. And she's like, you came to stop me. And he's like, yes. Because John's very human. John Connor is very human. And something they do with John Connor throughout the rest of the movies, they almost make him almost too tough. You know what I mean? Yes, he's this leader. He's this resistance leader. But I think there'd always be a real relaxed nature to him. A very human person to him. I think John Connor wouldn't hate machines as much as you think he would because of what happens to him in T2. But going back to Sarah Connor, I rant when I go on Terminator talk, but going back to Sarah Connor, yeah, she just goes on this great arc in both movies. She becomes this badass. All she sees to protect John. That is her mission in life, to protect John and to make him into the warrior. That is the burden that was brought to her. You know what I mean? And I love this. And Linda Hamilton's absolutely gorgeous too. She's just beautiful, man. I mean, you see how freaking jacked she is in number 2. She just looks like a warrior. And in number 1, she's just, you know, the real sensual side to her. You know, she's just got that real naturally beautiful glow to her, right? It makes her such a great final girl too. So yeah, Sarah Connor is great. So let's just get into her, what I think her top 5 moments are. Coming at number 5 is Sarah Connor escapes. This is the scene where she's all tied to the bed, but she's got the paper clip. She knows there's another Terminator out there, but she doesn't know it's out to protect John. So she, and inside herself, she's freaking out. She's got to get out there, and she's going to get out. And there's that one sick bastard who, you know, this licks her. You know what I mean? Just to see if she's, you know, awake at all. And I love how she breaks that mop stick in half, and she just busts this guy right up, man. She just turns into this badass. See, throughout the movie, we know she's vicious. She's showing moments of viciousness, but now we get to see the animal in the wild, so to speak. And she doesn't disappoint, man. She's on a mission. She's on a mission like Reese was. She has to get the John, and she'll stop everybody in her way. And I just love these moments where she's just breaking the doctor's bones and smashes that guy in the face. She's quietly going around the hospital. It's just awesome, man, seeing her escape. And of course, when the Terminator and John show up, she gets right into the action too. You know what I mean? Anything to protect John. Love it. Coming at number 4 is Your Terminated Fucker.
You're a terminated fucker.
Man, I love this. This is that great moment where she thinks it's all over. She pulls a piece of metal out of her leg. And a great jump scare here. I could imagine when you first watched this movie that, you know, when the Terminator comes out of nowhere, he's half torso. This is where that horror element really is. When he's half torso and he's just coming after her like a zombie, man. And where she's got him in the hydraulic press and, you know, she's got her hand on the button and she's just like, "You're terminated, fucker." That's where we see that Sarah Connor. That's where we believe, yeah, she's going to turn into this warrior. We just know it, right? It's all there. And just a great line for a great ending of a film. Coming at number 3 is Sarah Connor's freak out.
You're dead already. This whole place, everything you see is gone. You're the one living in a fucking dream, Silverman.
I'm kind of melding 2 scenes together here. So I'm kind of cheating here, but the first one is that videotape recording she's watching, where she has the dream of the nuclear blast and she's in the playground and the children fly away like leaves and they're like burnt paper. Just watch Linda Hamilton's performance in here. She's a fantastic actress, man. You know, the way she just doesn't want to talk anymore and the way she's tears start coming to her eyes, you know, they fall apart like leaves and it's just all this crashing down on her. I like how it goes from this sadness to rage, by the end of it, she's screaming at the doctor, "It happens! I know it happens!" And she's, oh, it's fantastic, man. Just a great, great scene, and just an emotional scene. And then after that, she's approaching the doctor from a different angle and trying to hide the fact that she doesn't believe in these machines anymore. And he's like, I'll just know you'll escape again. And this was where, he denies her of phoning John or seeing John Connor, her son. And then she just snaps, man. She's like, "I'll kill you, you son of a bitch." I love her. I love Sarah Connor, man. Oh, man. So good. Such a good moment. Coming at number 2 is I Love You, John.
I love you, John. I always have. I know.
All right, so this is where she goes to kill Dyson. She's pretty much, Sarah has turned into a machine. She just sees the mission to protect John, to stop this from all happening. And she's turned into a Terminator. She's acquired her target. She's going after her target, but she stops. And this is beautiful. The way she stops herself from killing Dyson. John comes in to stop her. And she breaks down, essentially just saying, I'm sorry, John. I've loved you this whole time, even though it hasn't felt like it. She just saw the mission. She lost her way. You know what I mean? And you can relate to that as parents in a way too. Us parents, we don't always have all the answers. We always think we're doing the right thing for our children. So there's something to say there too, right? And I just love that arc where she breaks down, right? And he said, "Yeah, I came here to stop you." And she's like, "I've loved you. I've always have." Tying back to that first movie. And he's like, "I know." So he knows his mom loves him. That's the thing, right? And it's a beautiful scene. It's just emotionally beautiful and a great character arc. Before I give you my favorite Sarah Connor moment, here are 3 honorable mentions.
Good morning, Dr. Silberman. How's the knee?
He's the target now.
I know.
He's all alone. You have to protect him.
I know. You tell me how I'm supposed to do that.
Over, Reese! On your feet, soldier! On your feet!
But coming at number 1 is the death of the T-1000.
Get out of the way, John! John! Shoot!
I love this scene, man. I love this where John Connor's getting tricked by the T-1000 imitating Sarah Connor. And she's like, "Get away from it, John." For all intents and purposes, Sarah Connor saved John here. I mean, a Terminator came around. Yeah, he shot that one shot. He shoots that one shot, which pushes that Terminator, it deforms and everything, falls into the lava. But for me, Sarah beat the T-1000 here. And I think that was so important. Where she's like, "Get away from it, John." And she's like cocking the freaking shotgun and blow him away. That music's coming in. She gets closer and closer. Her mission is to protect John. I absolutely love it. Can anybody cock a shotgun cooler than Linda Hamilton? Nobody, man. Just boom, Oh, I love it. I love this, man. I love the look on her face. It's absolutely just perfect. If I sidetrack for a minute here, they seem to work so hard by pushing female heroines all the time. Oh, we got to have female badasses all the time. Got to have them everywhere. You just got to write a good character. Sarah Connor, Ellen Ripley were just good characters who happened to be women. You don't need to force it and push it. Write a good female character and we'll latch on to them. I think Sarah Connor is one of the best characters ever written. I love this person. You know what I mean? And just these scenes are just so good. I love this character so much. I love me some Terminator, guys. Those are my top 5 moments. What are your top 5 moments from Sarah Connor? Give me your favorite Sarah Connor moment, and we will have a blast talking about it. And soon on the channel, guys, don't forget, we're doing a double feature next Saturday night, April 22nd. Terminator 1, Terminator 2. I'm going to have some friends of the channel on. We're going to have a blast talking, watching Terminator with you guys. Double feature night, pizza, beer. Let's do it, and let's watch Terminator. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, guys, so let me know in the comments what you think of this video and all that. I'll put related content right here. You can go down the rabbit hole, check the channel out, and yeah, this was a lot of fun talking with you guys. But I'll see you on the next video. My name is Jason. You're watching Backtrack Cinema, and I'll see you in the movies. Cheers.